Hi, and welcome to day 5. So I thought we'd set the intention with a beautiful card from the Oracle Essences. So this is a set you can get online at www.theenchantress.com.au. So let's see what card we get, hey? Hope you guys had a good weekend and had some time to do things you love. Okay. Card for the group. Okay, here we go. Oh, beautiful spearmint. So then what I do is read the little story that goes along with it. And I also love the emotions and essential oils book. So spearmint, if you have it, grab it, rub a drop, breathe it in, rub it over your chest. That's a great one. Let's have a bit of spearmint energy as we get into the day. So, I'll put the info on the group about what message spearmint brings. But yeah, one of my favorites. Awesome. Okay, so sharing our screen. Alrighty. Day 5, feeling alive. So welcome back. Now you guys, I'm posting out sample packs today. Did anyone else need to order one? These are all the goodies that you need for your week ahead or next week by the time we're prepared. So in the pack, you're getting 10 of the little sample bottles. So that'll be enough to sample out 10 people. You'll also give them a guide booklet. So you have 10 of them. Got the lid stickers, and then you're going to have the little keychain purse. Yeah, so that's the cool pack. If you're just needing part of that, like say you've already got your little 10ml bottles but you need the books, I can help you with that too. Alrighty, so this week we're going to keep preparing to sample people. So you've set up your names list, you've rated them, you've decided, okay, which approach are you going to do, the product approach and tell them about oils, or have you got more of a business approach for this particular person? And today you're going to listen to calls 6, 7 and 8. Sounds like a lot, but they actually flow into each other. Let's talk about them a bit. Yeah, so call number 6, why do we give out samples? So it's okay to take your time when you're preparing samples and connecting with people, because the more contacts you have with someone, the more times you talk to them, reach out to them, the more trust they build with you, and then they're more likely to purchase a kit and start a connection and long-term relationship with you in your oils business. So yeah, sampling and having the experience with the oil is the magic with doTERRA. You can tell someone about how great they are till the cows come home. Yeah, when they've actually experienced it and felt for themselves how it's changed something for them, that's when people get convinced. So here's your key points when you're sampling. Samples are always free. We sample just one oil or product, if it's the Ice Blue Rub, for example, or maybe you sample some soft gels, but you're just sampling one item at a time, and it's for one health challenge. Otherwise, people get confused. In the past, we used to sample like 3 things, and you find in the end, the person wouldn't even use them because it's like, oh, what is all this, information? So just narrow it down to one. Simplicity is key. Choose the health need that is the most simple and that they'll see the clearest results quickest, I guess. So don't go and try and healing all the problems. Start with something that they'll experience. And I think that's where the Ice Blue Rub comes into being such a powerful one. Okay, so it's also important to prepare their mindset that the sample that you give them may not be the one for their body chemistry, for example, or you know, it's a bit like when they have a medication that may not work first time, they have to go back to the doctor and try another one. Same with oils. Don't discount it if it doesn't work and then just say, oh, oils don't work. Come back and let's look at maybe the next idea. Yeah. And it's actually really good if you have to do this, because you're building up that relationship again, having multiple contacts with the person. You want to set that expectation for the person. Okay, so you're giving 10 to 20 drops. My magic number is 13. And then you can tell them, here's your little sample bottle. It's got 13 drops of peppermint in it. That way it doesn't look like you've only half filled it. You know, you're explaining. It's enough for a few applications, and yeah. Okay, so when you're thinking about what to sample, I guess I tend to sample the top 10 oils, so what's in the kit. It makes sense because once they try it, they experience it, then it's the most affordable way for them to get that oil is actually in a kit, because it saves them having to pay membership. They get the oil cheaper than they would get it if they were a member. And they'll also be set up with a whole bunch of other oils. It's worth it. But if the condition requires something else, like if it's for sleep, I would sample Lavender Peace, which is not in the top 10 oils. It is in some of the other kits, so that's okay. But yeah, here's some ideas. So if the person's experiencing tummy troubles, what about Digestion, we all know and love, or peppermint? Even the beadlets. I've filled up those little bottles before with like 10 of the beadlets as a sample. Yeah, that's really great for someone who's into fitness, or maybe even someone who experiences headaches. Okay, what about pain? Ice Blue Rub. I find the rub is such a great one to sample, and I'm sending some out today. You guys know there's like the little sample sachets, or you can just pop, like squeeze a bit into a lipstick, what do you call it? Lip balm container. If I just show you that, what I mean. So just from the tub into a little lip balm container, I do put the sticker on top. Oops, I don't know if you can see me or Emma. Emma's there too. Yeah, that's a really cool way to sample it if you don't have the little sachet packets that we get from the US in our back office. All right, back to the screen. So what else would you sample for pain? Peppermint or copaiba, or whatever's worked for you. I find that's also the most effective thing to sample, is what you've experienced help with, so then you can talk genuinely to that person about how it works. Sleep, yes, Lavender Peace or lavender, or vetiver. It's a powerful one. Stress, wild orange is a great choice, or citrus bliss, or something with citrus, one of the citrus oils. Lavender, balance, of course. Lavender Peace. Headaches, you could sample past tense, a little bit tricky because it's in the roller, but if you've got one of those oil keys tools, you can pop that off, and you can buy the tiny 1 ml bottles with a roller on top. They're so cute, and they're great as giving samples. If you're giving someone something they're putting on their skin topically, I would do it in that, a tiny sample roller, and add fractionated coconut oil, even with the past tense, because it's pure in your big 10 ml. Peppermint, again, peppermint and frankincense together is very powerful, so you could put that in a little roller, top it up with fractionated coconut oil. And toothaches, that's another complaint that you sometimes get approached with. On Guard would be a great sample. Or what about the little samples of the toothpaste? They're really cute too. And people get about 2 uses out of them. Respiratory or sinus, so you look to Easy Air. Digestion is another option for this. Peppermint, or again, little beadlets in the little 1 ml bottle. Colds, On Guard for sure. Tea tree, lemon, or whatever you reach for. The On Guard soft gels are amazing. But just keep in mind, you want to have a simple sample for them, The thing with On Guard soft gels is you can only buy them from the US. So that gets a bit confusing for a brand new person. So yeah, bring it back to what we can get easily here in Australia. You can always mention it to them. For coughs, easier. Yeah, for sure. But you'll get all sorts of different ideas as you progress along. Just remind them that if this sample doesn't give them a great experience, that you'll work with them until they find the one that does. And give them the guide. Make sure they get the usage guide with the sample, because that'll give them more ideas of other conditions where they can use oils. And involve the family in helping you prepare the samples and mailing them out. It's a bit of fun. It's like creating a little package. It's nice. Okay, so call number 8. You can't really deliver it in person at the moment, I guess. You can pop it in people's letterboxes, that's okay. Send it in the mail. Just be aware the mail's taking longer. It's okay, it's not a big problem. So you'll need to sample the oil and the book, like we said. And then, yeah, I guess this is really important. The vital piece is we didn't do in the past is setting the expectation and telling them what to look for. So how to use the oils and what to look for. So they're similar to medications. When you have an ailment and you go to the doctor, you receive a prescription. If you use it, it doesn't work. You usually don't think to yourself, I'm never going to try medicines again because it's useless. What you think is, that didn't work, so I need to go back to the doctor and ask for something else. We've been programmed this way, and we understand medicines this way, that they affect people differently. So we just need to apply that to essential oils. It's the same. The same oil will have a different effect on a different person. So if you use an oil and you don't get the results you're looking for, that's okay. We'll try something else, and tell the person if you're patient with the oils like you are with medication, we'll find you the right one that's safer, cheaper, and more effective for you. Yeah. So practice this, talk through this, say it out loud. You know, you've got it printed out in your booklet, chuck it on the wall somewhere where you're doing the dishes so you can just memorize it, and it'll become really comfortable, second nature. All right, so let's just recap the homework. We've got call 6, 7, 8. You can refer to your booklet, page 8, has the scripts and all the info. And I just want to suggest you guys reaching out within the group and finding a fellow accountability buddy. So you can team up with 1 or 2 other people and maybe make a little Facebook group between you. What this will help with is role-playing the scripts together over the next 5 weeks. Also just keeping each other on track and accountable. And it's someone else than me hassling you. No, it's yourself. It's actually not up to you to support someone else, but it's nice to have a group where you can say, okay, today I want to listen to the calls, I want to prepare my samples, and I want to blah, blah, blah. Three things you want to do for the day, then check in on the group at the end of the day to report whether you got those 3 things done. You know, it just keeps you on track. Remember to fill out your Kickstart tracker form, because you're working towards those prizes and it keeps you focused. And yeah, you're making a difference in the lives of others. So keep going. See you tomorrow. You guys are doing so well. I know you're fitting it in amongst everything else in life. So I just want to acknowledge how well you're doing, and it's worth it. So keep at it.